Hello everyone, I'm back, Cipriano L. Arenas III, Teacher 3 at Sur Elementary School. Welcome to this another video tutorial on the development of digitized learning resources as an online or offline platform for public school teachers. This time, I'll be sharing to you the Microsoft PowerPoint. So, let's start. Before we start, let me give a brief background of Microsoft PowerPoint. In this app, we could create a graphic presentation using a series of slides. This app can do many things such as animated text, backgrounds, insert audio, video, and even pictures. This is very useful app in making our IMs more attractive and interactive, wherein our learners can enjoy learnings. Let us click our Microsoft PowerPoint icon. Then, let us click New. Click Blank Presentation to have a new blank slide. After creating our blank presentation, we have here our new slide. As we notice, there are two text boxes in our slide. We could delete this or we could form another text box in our slide. So, let us delete this and delete this one. Let us go to Insert and then click here the text box, and then click and hold our mouse, drag, and release the mouse. Now we have our first text box. Same process. To create another text box, let us click Insert, click Text Box, click and drag the mouse until we have our second text box. Now we have two text boxes in our slide. How to enter text in our slide? Let us click first the text box, and then we have to type or encode the word inside our box. For an example, I will type these words. Now we have our text in our first text box. Do the same process in the second text box. Click the text box to select and then encode the word. Now, our screen have the text inside the boxes. After we entered our text, it's time for us to adjust the text. How? Let us highlight the word in our text box, and then let us go to our toolbox, click the font size drop down arrow, or we can choose letter A, big letter A, and small letter A to adjust our text. Do the same process on the second text box.
For shortcut, Control A. And then go to our font, increase font size. There you have it. Now we have our adjusted text in our slide. This time, we will change our font style. So how are we going to change our font style? Let us highlight first the text, and then let us go to font. Click the drop down arrow, and we could decide what is appropriate to our LR. So I will use Alphabeto. If you don't have Alphabeto, you can use Century Gothics. So click Alphabeto or Century Gothic, and then we have our new font style in our first text box. Do the same process on the next word. Let us highlight the text, and then let's go to font, click the drop down arrow, and choose our font. I will choose again Alphabeto, and then we have now our new font style in our two text boxes in our slide. This time, we're going to make our text in a bold size. So how are we going to do that? First, in our text box, let us highlight the word by Control A or using our mouse, and then let us go to letter B in our taskbar to make our text in a bold size. Click letter B. Do the same process on the second text box. Highlight the text using our mouse or Control A, and then click letter B. We have now our bold font in our text boxes. If we look at our screen, we have white background. We could change the color of our slide. Let us now put background inside our slide. Let us click Design. We could choose any themes here by clicking the drop down arrow, and then choose one theme. Okay. For the color, we could use variants. Click variants and choose your color suited to our LR. Since our learning area is color coding, we have to ask first our LRMDS office in our division to have our basis for color coding. So, since this is Filipino, let us click this blue. Now we have our background in our slide. Do this in the next slide until we have our background in all slides. This time, we will change the color of our text. How are we going to do this? Let us highlight the text using our mouse or Control A, and then let us go to Font, Color, click drop down arrow, and we have to use color appropriate to our slide. So I will choose black. Do the same process on the second text box. Highlight first the text, and then let us click font color. To choose more, click drop down arrow, and then choose your color. That is how to put color in our font. How to edit our text in our slide. Let us highlight the text and then type or encode our new text. Now, we have changed our text. Do the same process if we want to change the text of our titles. This time, we will insert picture or object in our slide. Let us click Insert, and then we could insert picture, we could insert shape, we could insert icon, we could also insert video, and even the audio. For now, our task is to insert picture. So click Insert Picture, and then we have to choose our picture in our files. So I will choose the Region 1 logo, and then Insert. We have to adjust the size of our picture by clicking the dot in every edge and then drag slowly to obtain desired size of our picture. That is how to insert picture in our slide. How to add new slide in our PowerPoint. Let us click slide 1, right click, and then click new. Or we can click slide 1, right click, duplicate. So we have two ways in adding slides in our PowerPoint. This time, let us press Ctrl A to select everything and then delete. Now we have our two new slides in our PowerPoint. Let's proceed. This time, we will learn how to hyperlink our files into another files. Mentioned earlier, we have our CSN app. So we will link that story in our slide. So how? Let us highlight this. Right click using our mouse and then select hyperlink. Go to desktop and select our CSM file. We have two files, the CSM and the data. We will click the CSM, the HTML file. Now, to preview our Microsoft PowerPoint, let us click Slideshow and then go to icon from the beginning. We can preview the next slide by clicking the press next. And then let us now click the link. Now we have our CSM story, allow black content, so it will reveal our output from the CSM file. This time, we will learn to remove backgrounds in our picture. So how? Let's double click the object or our picture, and then let's click remove background. We have two symbols here, one for positive and one for negative. Positive, these symbols mark areas to keep, while the negative, it marks areas to remove. So let's click positive symbol to mark areas to keep in our background. So once I click, let us select the areas we want to keep using our mouse. Have patience in marking the areas to keep to have a good result. Then click check button. Now we have our clear background in our picture. Assuming we are done in our output, it's now time to save our files. So how are we going to save our files? Just click File in the menu bar, then click Save. If we have already our files, click Save As if we want to have another file name. So let us click Save As. And then I will choose desktop folder for the location of our files. Double click, and then you can replace the file name. For me, I will retain the file name and then click Save. Then let's close. Now we have our files on our desktop. After saving our files, we can open our files by double click the icon and then we can now edit or we can play our output. Let us click slideshow if we want to preview our output slideshow from the beginning. Now we have our PowerPoint presentation. This time, we will learn how to convert slides into a JPEG. How are we going to do this? We will click File, Export, change file type, and then click JPEG interchange format. Save as. We have to choose our file location, the desktop, And then I will rename it JPEG. Output in Filipino 3 JPEG format. JPEG. And then click Save. Let us click all slides because we want all these slides to be converted into a JPEG format. Click all slides. After doing it, click OK. Let us minimize this. Let us open our files. So we have now our files on the screen, output in Filipino 3 in a JPEG format. So double click this. We have now 18 slides.
This can be exported to our CSM Cartoon Story Maker app so that our CSM will have an imported backgrounds and imported foregrounds to make our story in a localized or contextualized form.
This time, we will learn how to record our slides. So, let us click Recordings and then click Record Slideshow. Select Record from Current Slide. We have here the record button to record our
Slides.
We have also stop button. If we are done in recording, we could press stop. Click replay if we want to
Here, our recorded files.
and then we have our clear buttons here. Just click here to remove or change our recordings. If I click this, it will start to record. And then, let us read the text.
Pag-aralan natin, nakaranas ka na bang sumama sa iyong mga kaibigan? Ano ang iyong naramdaman? Basahin natin at tunghayan ang kwentong nasa Comic Story Creator. And then, let us click stop to stop the recording.
And then, click the X button. You will notice that we have our recorded sounds here, or the speaker icon
Located at the right side below of our slide.
We can do this also in our slide number 2. Just click recording, record slideshow. We could use also screen recording. Okay, it will record the activity on our screen. So we have to select the parts to be record and then click record. In a few seconds, it will start to record the activity on our screen. We are through. Just bring your mouse on the top and then stop the recording. So we have now screen recording in our slide. This time, we will learn how to convert our slides into a video. Let us click File and then Export. Select Create Video. For the seconds spent on each slide, do not change this
Because whatever recordings we put in our slide, those will be the basis for the time durations spent per slide.
then create video. Change the file name, output in Filipino 3, video format. I will use desktop again for easy access. and then click Save. You will notice at the bottom that our video is converting. Once done, let us minimize this to see our converted slides into a video. So we have here, double click this
to open the video file. I know this video file is very useful because we could play this either online or offline using our flash drive. Another good thing for this video file, our learners will enjoy watching this e-learning video. And that ends my video tutorial concerning the advocacy of Region 1 Aral Bahay on the development of digitized learning resources as an online platform for public school teachers. If you think that I am so fast with my discussion, you can play and pause the video. Thank you. God bless. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, mabuhay.